Could Arsenal be making a move for Newcastle's rising star Anthony Gordon? With the transfer deadline fast approaching, the Gunners have shown interest in the talented winger. But will he stay put at St. James Park, or could we see a dramatic twist in the final hours? Let's break down the latest developments and what they mean for both clubs as the clock ticks down. As the transfer window edges closer to its conclusion, one name that has caught the eye of Arsenal sporting director Edu is Anthony Gordon. The 23-year-old winger has been a standout performer for Newcastle, and it's no surprise that his skills have attracted interest from one of the Premier League's top clubs. Edu is reportedly a big admirer of Gordon, and Arsenal has identified him as a future target. However, while the Gunners may be keen on adding him to their roster, it appears that Gordon is set to stay at Newcastle, at least for now. Newcastle United, aware of the growing interest in their star player, has already begun preliminary talks to secure Gordon's future with an improved contract. This comes as a reward for his stellar performances last season. Gordon, for his part, seems content on Tyneside. He's expressed his happiness with the club, his appreciation for manager Eddie Howe, and the fact that his young family is well settled in the Northeast. The bond between player and club is strong, and these early discussions indicate Newcastle's intent to keep Gordon for the long haul. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing. Earlier in the summer, Newcastle had to navigate a delicate situation as they held talks with Liverpool regarding a potential transfer. The Magpies were under pressure to avoid breaching Premier League spending rules, and the idea of selling Gordon to his boyhood club was considered. However, when Liverpool failed to meet Newcastle's demands, the deal fell through. The uncertainty surrounding those negotiations reportedly had an unsettling effect on Gordon, but he has since reaffirmed his commitment to Newcastle. Newcastle's resolve to keep Gordon was further solidified with the arrival of sporting director Paul Mitchell. Alongside Eddie Howe, Mitchell made it clear that losing Gordon this window was not an option. For now, it seems Gordon will remain a key figure in Newcastle's squad as they continue their Premier League campaign. Meanwhile, the club's transfer dealings have had their fair share of complexities. Take, for instance, the situation with Bobby Clark, a former Newcastle player who recently moved from Liverpool to RB Salzburg. Newcastle didn't include a sell-on clause in Clark's original transfer deal, meaning they won't benefit financially from his recent move. Similarly, Newcastle won't see any profit from Ivan Toney's potential transfer, despite speculation suggesting otherwise. On the recruitment front, Paul Mitchell's collaboration with Eddie Howe's nephew, Andy Howe, has been instrumental. The duo has been busy scouting potential targets, including a recent secret trip to Sunderland Stadium of Light to assess Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford. Newcastle is keen on securing Trafford, possibly on a loan deal with an obligation to buy, but this move would require one of their current goalkeepers to leave the club. The situation is further complicated by the recent signing of Greek keeper Odysseas Vlachodimos, whose high wages have become a stumbling block in negotiations with Anderlecht. Elsewhere in the squad, Sandro Tonali has successfully completed his community service obligations in Italy, freeing him up to focus entirely on his Newcastle career. This is a positive development for both the player and the club, as Tonali looks to rebuild his form after a challenging period. As for other potential departures, winger Ryan Fraser remains hopeful of securing a move away from Newcastle before the transfer window closes. Fraser spent last season on loan at Southampton and is unlikely to have a future at St. James Park. However, his Newcastle salary has proven to be a sticking point in negotiations. Despite these challenges, there is still a chance he could find a new club, with interest reportedly coming from the Championship. Finally, let's not forget Newcastle's recent run-in with Premier League disciplinary action. Despite advice from former referee Mark Halsey to appeal Fabian Schär's red card, the club's attempt to reduce his 3-match ban was unsuccessful. Schär will now miss the upcoming match against Spurs, adding to Newcastle's challenges in the weeks ahead. And that's all for today's video. With Arsenal circling and Newcastle locking down their star, Anthony Gordon's future is one to watch. Will the Magpies hold on to him, or could we see a surprise move in the future? Share your thoughts in the comments, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates. I'm from AU News, and we'll catch you next time.